How far do we follow our scholars? In the last video, we spoke about the types of scholars, the mistakes people make when choosing them, and the conditions of a true shaykh. But now comes the most important question. How far do we follow them? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us the principle in the Quran. أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم. Obey Allah, obey the messenger and those in authority among you. فَإِن تَنَازَعْتُمْ فِي شَيْءٍ فَرُدُّوهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَالرَّسُولِ. But if you differ in anything, refer it back to Allah and His Messenger. Notice the order. Obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, absolute. Obedience to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, absolute. We submit first with them and understand later. But those in authority among you, that obedience is conditional. So long as they remain within the Sharia. So long as they meet the criteria we outlined before. If they slip, we return it back to Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu set the rule clearly when he became the Khalifa, saying, "Obey me as long as I obey Allah and His Messenger. If I disobey, you owe me no obedience." This is where so many go wrong. Some assume if I take my shaykh, I must do everything he says, even if it's haram. But that's not prophetic. On one expedition, a commander from the Sahaba ordered his men to jump into a fire. Some prepared to obey, others refused, saying, "We only entered Islam to escape the fire." When the story reached the Prophet ﷺ, he said if they had obeyed them and entered it, they would have never come out of it, i.e. they would have gone to hell. Because obedience is only in that which is good. The lesson here is clear. Absolute obedience belongs to Allah and His Messenger. Everyone else is followed so long as they remain within the truth. The other extreme is rejecting obeying teachers altogether. Many conflate conditional obedience with complete obedience and end up with no obedience altogether. But as we established, a guide is essential. You cannot DIY Islam. So what do we obey them in then? Once you know that they're within the Sharia and meet the criteria, you must submit your ego to their training. If you insist in understanding every detail first, you'll block your own growth. It's like a driving instructor who's guiding you onto a detour. To you, the road ahead looks clear. You resist and argue, demand logic before you obey, and you miss the turn as a result, only to end up stuck in traffic for hours later. If you've trusted them as your guide, let them guide you, so long as they keep to the road. If they drive you into a tree, don't listen. So protect your heart, benefit from your teachers, but never forget, a guide is the means, but not the destination.